Hi my lovelies, how are you? So today I'm going to be doing a requested tutorial, not a tutorial, sorry, a video. Somebody sent me a message a while ago and I apologize for not getting to this video quicker, but they asked me how to get an absolutely flawless foundation application on your face. Now, most of us don't have a perfect face, perfect skin. Which means that makeup is an advantage for us to help us hide our imperfections and hide our insecurities we have about our skin. So first things first, I want to kind of go through a step-by-step process and tips that will help you achieve a flawless foundation application. So first off, I want to start off with an absolutely clean face. So make sure before you do your makeup that you have cleansed and no makeup is on your face, okay? You don't want anything on your face at all. So start off with an absolutely clean face. Then what you want to do is, if you have oily skin, I would suggest you get a strong toner, something that has more alcohol in it, because oily skin, one thing that we do have is we have large pores, and toning your face will temporarily kind of close your pores. Not close them, but shrink them temporarily, okay? If you have dry and sensitive skin, I would use something like a softener, something that's very soft on the skin that won't irritate your skin, won't cause redness. Now, how do you determine if you have oily skin or dry skin? First few things you see on an oily skin: large pores, an oily sheen on their face. You might see some acne or some acne scars. That's kind of like the first hint you will get that they have oily skin. Somebody with dry skin, that you'll notice they have flakes on their skin, a little bit of whiteness, skin looks dull, and very small pores. So that's how you can tell if somebody has dry or oily skin. Combination skin, probably dry on the cheeks and then oily on the T-zone. And normal skin is normal skin. You will probably hardly see any imperfections, but it's hard for somebody to have normal skin. I myself am a combination, and I take very good care of my skin too. So, okay, that's first. Make sure you cleanse, then you tone according to your skin type. You don't want to irritate your skin. Next, if you have dehydrated skin, which you feel like your skin is like tight and you want to breathe, but even though you put on moisturizer, you wash your face, exfoliate, it still feels like your skin is very tight and congested. If you feel like, and how do you notice that? Somebody has kind of like a blue undertone to their skin. And what you want to do for that is you want to use a refresher spray. So MAC has the Fix Plus, which is a refresher spray. So just spritz that on your face, let it settle in for a bit, then you want to pick your moisturizer, okay? Moisturize, again, if you have oily skin, common sense, use a non-oily moisturizer. And if you have dry skin or sensitive skin, you want to use a little bit of a more enriched moisturizer. So make sure the products you have are according to your face, because that makes the biggest difference ever. Setting your foundation before your makeup, makes the biggest difference, okay? Next thing is primer. No matter what, you have oily skin, you have dry skin, combination skin, I always suggest a primer. Primer will hold on to your makeup longer, and it won't, it will avoid setting your makeup into fine lines or acne holes. You know when you get those little holes or scars in your face, you want to prevent if you want to prevent how they look with makeup on, I suggest using a primer, because what a primer does is it creates a shield and like a base and like a shield, kind of like a shield or a barrier for your makeup to go on. So it goes on a little bit smoother. It doesn't let your foundation set into lines or pores or anything. So it just makes the whole application of your foundation go on really, really, really smooth, okay? Next part, your foundation and how you apply your foundation. Now, depending how much coverage you want, if you want lots of coverage and you have oily skin, or you don't have oily skin, I would love, and I love, love, love to use creams on my clients, okay? And you're thinking, oh my god, I have oily skin. You can't use a cream on me. It's too heavy. It's too oily. Wrong. You have to find a cream that is not really oil-based and it's really light on the skin, and it's for sensitive skin. So I have some products that I use on my clients with oily skin, and I use a cream and it gives them at least like a matte finish and they don't look oily at all. So high coverage, I would say cream. And what you can do with cream is you want to stipple it onto your face. So if you have any scar cuts or scar holes or acne holes, when you stipple it in, I know this sounds bad, but some of the products will fill in the holes, okay? Whereas in liquid, it kind of just sits where it is, where you don't have that much of control where you want to push the product in, okay? And the way to apply foundation flawlessly, if you have dry skin, you want to stipple it on. If you're using a sponge, damp the sponge, dry skin, okay? Damp the sponge, mix it into, run the foundation into the sponge to warm it up, or use your fingers to warm it up because it works best when it's warmed up. And then what you want to do is stipple it onto your face. By stippling it on, it kind of pushes it into the holes or the deep valleys you have on your face, okay? Kind of smooths out your unevenness on your face. And if you have oily skin, I would do the same thing. I like to use a wet sponge because it just feels like it doesn't cake up the foundation that much. So oily skin or dry skin, stipple it on with a sponge. If you're using a brush with dry skin, don't do circular motions, just press it onto the skin. Because if you have flakes on your skin because your skin is dry and you're doing circular motions, you're kind of just lifting up the dry skin even more to make your skin look even more dry. So dry skin, you have to be very, very careful how you apply your foundation. Creams are absolutely the best if you want a flawless finish. And then liquid is something for medium coverage. And the next thing you want to do to finish this all off, you want to set your foundation. And some people like to use pressed powder. I feel like pressed powder you can use a lot, which will leave you like with a ghost effect on your face, right? So what I like to do is I like to take loose powder, damp it on, like just sprinkle some onto a sponge, rub the sponge together just to set the loose powder into the sponge, and all you want to do is press and roll all over your face. Now, the first place you press and roll, you'll see some powder that's left over. That means your face absorbed as much as powder as it needs. The left residue on there is just extra. So once you're done pressing and rolling, take a brush and just knock off what you don't need. Because your face has already absorbed the powder that it needs to set it, and that's it. Anything extra, sooner or later, will start creating layers on your face. When you start sweating, it will start caking up, and you'll notice, oh my god, my face looks like a cake face. And that's about it. It's the way you apply your foundation and the steps you do prior to applying your foundation to prepare your face is what gives it an absolutely flawless finish. And if you guys have any questions or concerns on what products I use and what works best for what skin type, just feel free to shoot me a message, and I hope you enjoy this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you comment, rate, and subscribe. Bye!